Hi guys, my name is Kayte Bontempo. I'm an independent consultant and executive district manager with Arbonne, and welcome to tonight's call. I am so excited that you could be joining us. I am live in Michigan, and I've got one of my dear friends who's also lives in Michigan, but she's about 4 hours away from me. And then we've got a special guest, another Kayte. So there's two Kaytes, so it's a really fun day. But she's in California, so we've got kind of the spread today. And I love that through technology we can come together and do this. And so I'm going to share a little bit about my story with Arbonne. I'm going to share a little bit about the business, and then I'm going to pass it over to Kayte. She's got a great business tip for us that she's going to share. And then Erica, she's going to go ahead and share some of her favorite products and a little bit about her. So I am excited. So I am going to talk fast. I'm going to get right into this because I want to keep this short and just honor your time for getting on with us, whether you're watching this live with us or you're watching the playback. So we are so grateful that you are watching this. But my Arbonne journey began about 11 years ago. I was introduced to the products through friends of ours, and I not so politely said, no, thank you. It was bad. It was bad, guys. No, I am very grateful that my husband kind of pushed us and agreed without my knowledge to try the products and attend a business meeting, because that has been one of the best decisions of my life. And this business, I wasn't looking for new business, and I wasn't looking for new skincare. I thought it was kind of stupid. I thought it was probably a scam. Like, I just wasn't interested at all. And as I began to try the products, I fell in love with them. And then that really kind of was like, okay, well, what is this? Arbonne, what is this? I've never heard of this. So I haven't heard of it. And as I learned about the business, very quickly, I saw that this was a really good fit for our family. At the time, we had no kids. We were both working. I knew that when we did have kids, I would want to stay home with them. And that was, when you did the month and the money, there was more month than money to switch from a dual income household to a single income household. And so I just really needed to make that extra few $100s so I could stay home with my babies. Kind of fast forward 11 years. Now we have 3 kids. Our oldest is 10 and our youngest is 7. And I am a homeschooling mom. So I love that I get to work this business around them. And be with them and kind of have that flexibility and that freedom to homeschool and to just get to, hang with my kids. I like my kids. They're great kids. But also I get the advantages of running a business, but also some time away from my kids. I'm sure all of you moms out there can relate. We need to pause sometimes. And I love that this fills me up while adding to our household and adding that income. And so that's what I am super excited to share with you guys. So I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm going to fly through this. If you have questions, pop them in the chat box or connect with the consultant who got this. But as you guys can see, Arbonne transforms lives. And when you do it through pure botanically based products, and it's so amazing. This is a little bit about the Arbonne story. We are a botanically based beauty, health, and wellness company with almost 4 decades of history. Guys, we've been around for a while. You can see we've got, the global company, an amazing, passionate community of independent consultants, all of these things. We've been around, this isn't we're not a new kid on the block. We've been around, and we have the cutting edge research for our product developed, and it's grounded in that pure, safe, and beneficial philosophy. This is our product advantage. This is what makes our products unique. If you have not yet tried our products, get with a consultant who shared this with you so that way you can try our products, because they are amazing. They combine the best of science and nature and new technology. They're plant-based, botanically inspired formulas. We are formulated and built on Swiss heritage to European standards. So we just have the highest quality. And you guys can see we've never tested on animal. We have amazing certifications. And this is kind of, I mentioned this earlier, but that pure, safe, and beneficial, right? Our products, we're using the best products from around the globe. We've tested our products, and our products are beneficial. They work. I mean, it's crazy to have to say, like, yeah, they actually work. The product does what it says it's going to do. And so I love that. And you can see all of these things. I'm not going to read this slide, but you guys can really see what we're formulated without. We're formulated without animal products or byproducts. We're formulated without mineral oil or petrolatum, parabens, phthalates, SLS, all of these things and so much more. And this is what I love. We have a wide range of consumable products. So we have, maybe you've tried some of our nutrition products, or maybe you have tried some of our amazing skincare. but maybe you didn't know we had a makeup line. Maybe you didn't know we had amazing cosmetics that are vegan certified, cruelty free, and give amazing coverage, and just like the pigments in them are fantastic. Maybe you didn't know we have hair care, baby care. We've got an amazing spa line. So we just really we also have a men's line as well. And so we do have that wide range of consumable products. But why Arbonne? Why now? Social marketing is booming, and people want more from the time they spend working, regardless of age, generation, socioeconomic status, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. People want more. They want more from their lives. They want more from their time. And because of technology, just like we're doing here today, we're able to really leverage that with social marketing. So you can be an entrepreneur with low startup costs and minimal risk. There's part-time or full-time earning potential. You can build a global internet-based business unhindered by geography, which is fantastic. And you can leverage and cultivate your social media presence to reach more potential clients and business partners than ever before. But we do have those consumable products, which is just amazing. But you also, with Arbonne, you get the infrastructure you need. Everything is kind of all rolled into the package to get started. You don't need to carry inventory. You have direct shipping to clients. So it really makes it very simple for you to do this. There are 4 ways you can earn an income. You have commission. So this is your profits from your personal product sales and your team. And then you have your overrides, and that's your earnings from your product sales by you and your team. And then you have the Mercedes-Benz Cashback Program. This is for vice presidents, which is our 3rd level of management, 3rd and 4th level of management. And you get $800 at the 3rd level, for $1,000 a month towards your Mercedes. Any Mercedes you want. It just has to be white. Oh my gosh. And then there's our cash bonuses, and those are offered at every management level. And there's 4 levels of management. And you guys can see, this is our compensation plan. We have a competitive compensation plan. And I will be honest with you guys, when I first saw this and when I first was introduced to Arbonne, I really didn't think that it was possible to make this money. I didn't even see, I was like, they probably say that you can make that money, but it's probably not. Like most people probably don't. Because I was very skeptical. But I will tell you, after 11 years in this business, what I see is people making this money because it changes people's lives. And I'm not saying that to be trite or cliche or oh my gosh, but just to be honest, you can really make an income that can impact your family. Maybe you just need to make $200 a month. You can see that that's very possible at our 1st level of management, which is our district manager level. And that takes people about 7 months to get there. And that's working part-time alongside whatever you're doing. Maybe you need to replace a full-time income. Maybe you're like, I got to quit my job. I can't, I'm in this awful, work environment. It's killing me. I want to stay home with my babies. I'm not having babies, but I would like to stay home. Maybe, or maybe you want the freedom to travel. You're like, I would like more flexibility. I would like to work, but I would like to work where I want to work. So maybe you need to get to the area manager or the regional vice president level. And so you guys can really see those incomes, and those are average monthly incomes and kind of the times it takes you to get there. And I want to share this with you guys because I want you to see, hey, this could make a difference for your life. And I just went over this very quickly, and we're going to share just some really quick things tonight, but I want you to get back with a consultant who shared this with you. Ask questions. Hey, can you tell me more about this? Dude, can you really make $200 a month as a district manager? Was she just pulling my leg? Can you really do that? Can I try some products? Just because you ask doesn't mean that you're getting signed up right away. It doesn't mean you're in it. It means you have questions and we want to answer it because it may not be a fit for you, and that's okay. We just want to help you answer those questions and get connected with you. So that's what we're here doing today, and that's what I'm so excited about. And so, when I started, like I said, 11 years ago, I just needed to make that few extra $100 a month so I could stay home with my babies. And I have been privileged to be able to do that and to raise my kiddos, which I just value, and that's important to me. But I haven't stayed with this business because of that. I've stayed with this business because of the personal growth, the friendships that you get, and the long-term opportunity for me to be able to impact our family financially, but also just for me as a human, and the blessings that I receive from Arbonne with the growth that I've had and kind of all of that, man, that makes such a difference. And so I am so grateful for this company and the friendships that, I've made over this time. And what I'm excited is now there's another Kayte on the team. There's a new Kayte. And so I am so grateful but Kayte, I'm going to pass it to you. Will you just tell us a little bit about your story and tell us your business tips, your top business tips? I know you have been rocking it with follow-up, and so we would just love to hear it from you on that.
Okay, well, thank you. So I'm Kayte Krupla. I'm down in Bakersfield, California. Actually just been here a year, and I first learned about Arbonne from our National Vice President, Toy Stepp, and her husband, John. It was actually, my husband and I lived down there a few years ago in Florida, and my husband heard about Arbonne from John and then told me, and we got with Toy, did the 30 days, just absolutely loved it. I had energy levels I didn't know could exist. My husband lost 20 pounds in the 30 days. I lost just under 10. So we had really great results. And then we kind of, he was still in school. We were busy, and a year went by. And then I found out I actually had a hormone or an endocrine disorder. So my hormones were, off a little bit, and found out that an anti-inflammatory diet would really help with my symptoms. And that's when the light bulb came on, and I realized Arbonne was giving me every tool I needed to be able to eat that way, and then also reduce the chemicals in my life. So that was this spring, and I became a consultant back in April. So I'm now actually an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne. And this past September, so just last month, I had the best month as a district manager, and it was all because of follow-up. So Toy kind of coached me at the beginning of the month. I was saying how I had reached out to some people in August, hadn't heard any response from them. I was a little disheartened, and she just said, you got to follow up on your follow-ups. And she really reiterated to me that the fruit is in the follow-up in any business, but especially in Arbonne. It's not personal, and we're not necessarily a priority unless, our clients are out of their products. So she just kind of encouraged me to reach out to those people again. And so I did that. I just, one person, I sent them an email. Some other people I sent some texts to, gave some phone calls, just quick and easy, but it's also easy not to do. And it really brought some great fruit. One person, he'd been thinking about doing the 30-day for about 3 months and just really didn't want to commit to it. Kept inviting him to events. He finally came to event, still didn't want to commit. So I just kept putting Arbonne in front of him, giving him a sample, sending him a text saying, hey, this would be really great, sending him a video. And then at the end of the month in September, he was like, let's do it. And he's just rocking it this month. So it's just really great to see that. And then the last thing I had to say was, I also follow up with some of the people on my team and encourage them to go to our impact tour. And both for them and for me, it was huge just to see the bigger picture with Arbonne. Because, I'm kind of here, the rest of the team's in Florida. So getting to see what Arbonne's really like in that team environment, it was amazing. And that also really skyrocketed my month. So, just following up, and then also getting connected with other teams and your team members. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. I love how you're saying follow up on your follow up. I know I've heard that it takes someone it's like 7 encounters or 7 times before they're saying yes. And I know I do that even with my Amazon cart. I'll put something in my cart, and then, I'll save it for later, and then I'll put it back in my cart and then save it for later. How many times do you do that? We're you're getting a top and you're like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna walk around the store with it so I can think about it, and so I love that you're saying that follow up on your follow up, because that's what we do, right? When we're trying new things and unsure. And so that's so awesome. What great advice. I love that. Okay, Erica, I am going to pass it to you. I'm so excited for you to share your favorite products and tell us a little bit about you. I mean, I know who you are because she's one of my best friends. So I'm excited for everyone else.
Well, thank you. It's great to be on this call. And my background is in personal training and nutrition coaching. I went to Central Michigan University and got my degree in health, fitness, and exercise science, and went on and worked at a corporate facility for 7 years and did personal training and nutrition coaching, and just kind of accumulated more certifications. And so it's always been very important to me, the foods that we eat and, how we train and exercise our bodies and move. And so that's just always been a part of my life. What I wasn't really focused on, it just was never really on my radar, was what I actually put on my skin, on my body, and what I, put in the air. So it just, as I was getting off on my own and in apartments and getting married and just having to take care of myself, I was really starting to explore more kind of like green botanical type of products, not only in like cleaning and stuff, but also like what I was putting on my face and in my hair and on my body and stuff like that. And so when I met Kayte 4 years ago, this just really, it was kind of what I was looking for in the products and just kind of the ingredient list that I wanted as I was kind of moving forward in that. And so two of my favorite I picked three. This was really tough. So I picked three. Two of them kind of go together. So one of my favorite product lines is the FC5, and I'll try to show them up here. Oh, yeah. But the cleanser, facial cleanser, and then the face lotion, the daily face lotion, it has SPF 20 in it. But one of the big things for me, especially with like facial creams and cleansers and stuff like that, is I just didn't want something that was heavy. I always felt like what I was using before would just really dry out my face, and then I would put on this lotion and it would just be like heavy, and I hated it. And so when I tried the FC5, it was just like, it felt light. It was what I was looking for. And so, and I love, the slide that Kayte showed with all of the ingredients that it doesn't contain. That was huge for me too. And we talk about detoxifying the body with our food and making sure we're getting good foods, but also what we put on our skin and what that absorbs, that's a huge part of detoxification and making sure all of our hormones are working together, and we could get in a whole thing. But so that has been great. And then the second or third product is the Renewing Body Gelée. This is great for me because it's meant to be, well, how I use it is that I have really sore muscles, like sore back, neck, shoulders. It's really helpful in decreasing inflammation in those muscles. And so I love using it for that. Again, it's really light, which I love about it. And so that was a big thing, because some of the other types of creams and stuff out there for, muscle relaxation and stuff is really sticky and oily and stuff. And so this isn't. So I absolutely love it. And I also, if I ever get a sunburn, I put it on that, and it really cools and calms things down. So, so those are my two favorite products among many. There are tons. It was really hard. Like the makeup line is great. The supplements are great. So yeah, it was tough, but those are the ones that I've been using the longest, and I will keep using forever.
Oh, yay. Thanks for that. I know when I had asked Erin, she's like, wait, I can only pick two. And I was like, it'll be okay. Like you can, because it is hard, right? When you try these products and you fall in love with them, it is really hard to narrow it down to your favorite products. And so I love that. Thank you. Those are such great products. I love the Renew and Rescue Gelée. That is one of my favorites. I do the same thing. Sunburns, mosquito bites, even sore muscles. Even if you go to yoga and then put it on after yoga, or well, that's kind of the working out I do. Erica does like CrossFit and like heavy lifting. So I had her personally train me one time, and she killed me. I got murdered. It was awful. I died.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. I mean, she wasn't, but it was amazing. It was just like, yeah, we're clearly at different fitness levels here, And so, but I love that. So like even after you work out, before your muscles hurt, go ahead and rub it on there. And so that even helps with prevention and just kind of that relaxation. So that is definitely one of my favorite products. Not surprising that we have the same, but guys, thank you so much just for taking the time out to watch us, whether you're live with us or watching the playback. Connect with the consultant. I cannot say that enough, but connect with a consultant who shared this with you, who can, who got you on here. So ask questions. Again, just because you ask questions or you want to try products or want to know more doesn't mean you're signing up for life. It means, hey, we're here to help you. That's our job. We're going to help you navigate these waters and find out, what products are going to be the best fit for you. And, hey, could this business be the best fit for you? So again, thank you so much for jumping on. Have a great night.